Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for being here today. We are going to have just a very, very um, a small little presentation on galls. How many of you actually know what a gall is? It's okay. It is a small little like lump or bump. It's actually luckily, on the next screen, lumps or bumps, growths that are created by bacteria or bugs um, in a leaf or on a leaf. And that can be on any number of plants. And these galls come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes. They are not considered harmful to plants unless they are exceptionally excessive, but you will find leaves that are just absolutely covered in these galls, and the plant is totally fine. So, um, but if there could be a potential for harm, but a lot of times there isn't. So that is just a little bit of information. And now we get to the visual portion, just a few examples of galls that you might see around. These are some galls that are on an oak. So if you just look here, they are brown and they are just growths on the exterior of this oak leaf. So that's one type of gall. You also have these fuzzy ones, and they are fuzzy yellow, so that's also considered a gall. Little hairs coming off of those ones. This one is more, if you can see over here, it might actually be on the opposite side. Um, here and but you see that it is a consistent pattern, and so these can be galls. It looks like there might have been a bug that was um, like potentially metamorphosing on the opposite side. And I do apologize, I don't have a picture of the other side here, but I don't see gosh, I didn't have a better picture really of this one, but since it does technically qualify that there was the potential for the bacterias or a bug on the exterior of this leaf. So this is also gall here. This one has a lot. You can tell that some of them have turned brown, some of them are just little yellow um, nubs there, but those are galls. And these ones were the coolest ones that I found. They are giant pinkish purplish blobs on the bottom, and they are also fuzzy. You can see in this photo here. But you'll see a whole bunch of different styles of them. They look more white in these ones, and the on this side of the photo, this one looks kind of white too. But these are fuzzy pink little galls. Um, very cool. Galls under the microscope. I did have the opportunity to look at one specific type of gall under the microscope, and I apologize. For some reason, I could not actually find the photos to document, but I actually did slice open one of the lumps. It was green, kind of comparable to this type, except I believe it was a little bit bigger and not quite as numerous. Um, but I did actually slice one open under the microscope, and it seemed like it was kind of full of like a clear gel, almost like an aloe. If you have ever cut open an aloe plant and you retrieve the aloe for like an aloe vera, which you would apply to like a burn or, for first aid. So it looked kind of like that um, on inside of this gall, and then there was just a little bit of black kind of on the side. So I don't know if that was perhaps a bug that was growing. I tried to discern any shape, and I could not figure that out. Um, I also looked at the underside of one that was hollow, and it had like almost like a crystal-like structure underneath it. So I'm sure that there are so many different styles that they would all be subtly different. But if you get the opportunity to look at some under the microscope, I would definitely recommend it because it is unique, and kind of an adventure to see what you will find underneath the microscope. So again, this is just a mini presentation, and there are so many different types of galls that, and I am no expert by any stretch of the imagination on that front, but it's very cool, and this is just a small compilation of different images of these galls, um, that you might find out and about. So. All right. Any questions and again, even looking them up on the internet, you will see some vague answers. What is a gall? Great question. So um, that's kind of all I have on galls. And if there are no questions, I will see you next presentation. Thanks so much.